Let me tell you something painful but true. Where you place your blame is where you surrender your power. Here's a train of thought. You see, every time you say, I'm like this because of them, you have handed the steering wheel of your life to the very thing that broke you. If you say, I have these problems because of my ex-husband, guess what you just did? You just made him the CEO of your healing. It means you can't move until he apologizes, you can't grow until he changes, and you can't rise until he releases you. You've just given your pain a landlord, and now you're stuck in a house that you hate, but you can't leave. You're waiting for permission to leave. You say, my business is not successful because I'm not Yoruba, or I'm not Temyankore, or I'm not Ashanti, or I'm not Gikuyu, or I'm not from the right family or tribe or tax bracket. That means you've handed over your power to a tribe, a flag, a bloodline, a system that you weren't even born into, something you can't change. And now your failure is not yours to fix because it will always be about them. And if it is always about them, then it will never be yours to fix. If you blame them, you will keep waiting and you will stagnate. If you blame yourself, you will move. You're not powerless because of what may have happened or what happens to you. You are powerless because of where you place the blame and responsibility. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it was their fault. The betrayal was real. The bias was very obvious. The injustice was visible for everyone to see. But the minute you decide that your healing and progress and success can only happen if they choose to act right, you're building your future on quicksand. If you put the blame outwards, you'll be stuck because you're not in control of any of that. If you put the blame inwards, then you can make a change. If you're an Igbo man selling to Yorubas and you realize Yorubas don't want to buy, your problem is not that you're not Yoruba. You can't change that. Your problem is that you're in the wrong market. You can change that. If you say that your brand is not growing because you haven't learned storytelling, guess what? Now you can learn storytelling. Or if you say that your relationship was bad because you did not know what you wanted or didn't have standards, voila, now you can raise your standards. Accountability is not finding who to blame. It is strategically assigning responsibility. Don't give your ex the power to define your healing. Don't give a tribe or a group of people the power to define the limits of your ambition. Don't give your past permission to dictate your future. And most importantly, don't give things you have no control over control to tell your story. Reclaim and take the blame, not to punish yourself, but to empower yourself with the ability to change. Because where you place your blame is where your power lives. If you want to rise, place your blame in the place where the solutions live. I'll see you on the next train.